Sherry Barth, ABQ Sports, speaking today with UNM assistant basketball coach Dwayne Broussard. Dwayne, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm really good. Just trying to get ready for our next game against Fresno State. So
I understand this is your 10th season with Lobo men's basketball, assistant to Richie McKay, and this season with Coach Alford. What are the biggest differences from first staff to present now that you are winning?
Oh, you're asking me difficult questions. Well, I think for the most part, I think that over the course of 10 years, I think that my coaching has improved tremendously. I think the experience that I was able to get with Coach McKay was great, and I think it's been more enhanced with Coach Alford. So it's been a really great experience being a part of two staffs here and being fortunate enough to be at a great place like New Mexico.
Coach Broussard, what is the personality of the team? I mean, one day Alex is up, then Kendall, the next day is Hugh, and might be Tony's day. In game preparation, what is your strategy as to keeping their game consistent and up?
Well, I think to answer the question, 18 to 22-year-olds are always going to have fluctuations in their personality. I think the difference is, as coaches, we have to remain consistent. And so if our game plan is consistent, the way we teach them is consistent, the way we show film is consistent, I think then we're projecting consistency across the board, and I think that helps young people today.
So what do you expect of Bryce Alford this coming year when he plays for the Lobos? What do you see in him? With an average of 38 points per game now, will he have the same level playing for the Lobos next year?
You know, I think it depends on how willing he is to come and work. But I think in his recruitment, we identified a young man that could certainly come in and help us in a number of different areas. So we're looking for good things for him.
So will he contribute right away, and where does he start?
Well, I think he probably will have a great chance to contribute right away. But again, it's hard for freshmen to come and make that transition. But I think with his pedigree, obviously, and I think his experience, I think he'll do fine.
Okay, he has great experience, but does it also depend on the skill of his co-team members?
Oh, I think so. We are a team here at the University of New Mexico. Everything that we do is predicated on team. So what we try to do is we look for pieces that we're missing, and I think what he brings is obviously shooting and a feel for the game, and I think he'll have a chance to do great things here.
So you have a lot of experience as former UNM Director of Recruitment and Initiatives and Enrollment Services, with an emphasis on importance of attending college. So how hard is it to keep your athletes on track?
Well, I think the main thing is in a recruiting scenario, you have to be concerned about retention. You can recruit, but then it's about retaining. And student athletes at this particular level oftentimes come in with the idea that maybe I'll have a chance to play for money. What we try to stress is, yes, that is true, but you got to get an education. And so we really stress the academics, and that's why in the past 2 or 3 years, our APR, academic progress rating through the NCAA, has been one of the highest it's ever been under Coach Alford. So academics is stressed first and foremost. And then if a player has the ability and is fortunate enough to have garnered the skills to go on and play for money, then so be it. But our emphasis is always going to be on academics and retention.
Coach Dwayne Broussard, Lobo men's basketball assistant coach. I'm Sherry Barth, ABQ Sports Magazine.